Okay, this morning I am going to install this Hurst Billet Plus shifter. Alright, it has advertised 37% shortage rows. It's supposed to be a lot nicer shifter than the stock shifter on my car. The stock shifter on my car actually sucks. I'm always constantly missing gears and stuff. Inside the box, we are going to have, turn this around, me here, while I get this stuff out of here. Okay, here we have the new shifter, billet shifter. Got the ball. There's a handle for a stock handle there, some grease, wiring, and a new bushing for underneath the car. And of course, here's your shifter handle, a Hurst shifter handle, which is the one I'm going to be using. And some assorted parts, wiring, whatever have you. It has a reverse light, because this shifter is unlike the stock shifter, where the stock shifter has a reverse lockout where you gotta actually push the handle down and over and up to get reversed. The Hurst shifter doesn't have that. It's got your typical spring-loaded over and up. Okay, here's my car. I've already got it up on jack stands. I might have to go a little higher, I don't know yet. I'll find out when I get underneath the car if I got enough room to get a couple bolts that I got to remove underneath it. Okay. Do a quick little walk around. I know the sun is playing heck with this camera probably. Anyways, inside we have the stock shifter right there, which is going to be removed, and we'll get back to you as soon as we start working. Alright, step one, as you can see, I'm unscrewing this ball, this factory ball. It's the first step. Alright, we have to remove the ball. The second step is going to be to lift this console out of here, which is supposed to just lift straight up. Let me work on that and I'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see, it lifted right out of there. I just grabbed it right here and pulled straight up, and it popped right up. Now, I have my traction control hazards and trunk button right there. And as you can see, there's a wiring harness right there. I've got to disconnect that. Then I got to remove all this insulation and stuff from down in here. So we'll get back to you in a few. Well, as you can see, I removed the insulation and the rubber boot. Here's the shifter. There's 4 bolts here, 10 millimeter bolts that I have to remove. And then I have to go underneath the car to remove the factory bushing from underneath the car. Alright, we'll get back to you in a few. Okay, I removed 3 of the bolts from up here. You can see that 4th one. Can't get at it from up here. I gotta go underneath the car to get it, so I'll get back to you in a few. Okay, so far so good. Here's the shifter bushing I was talking about. You can see it's pretty damn flimsy. This is a hard plastic one here that comes with the kit. This one will be going in here. Here's the old shifter right there. Hope you can see it's dark in here. Anyways, I'm going to start assembling some of the stuff and I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, as you can see, old shifter, new bushing, old bushing. Like I said, look how flimsy this old bushing is. You know how flimsy that is compared to that. Anyways, I'm going to start assembly here. We'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, I put a little bit of grease on this bushing here to come with the kit, and now I'm going to stick it back in here, and it goes right in without much of a problem here. Sorry about that. Okay, it's in there. Now I'm going to put the bolts in. Get back to you. Okay, got the shifter in. Got quite a bit of tension on the reverse, so I might end up having to release the tension on it a little bit. See how it is when I drive it. Once I get the rest of it, I gotta go underneath. I gotta put that bushing back on underneath, which holds the back of this up. Okay, get back to you. Well, the shifter's in. All we gotta do is put the interior back together now. It is a little, Tony, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about me accidentally putting it in reverse, because you definitely gotta push over pretty hard to get it in the reverse. But I will eventually put that reverse light in. Just don't think I'm going to do it today, because got to run wires through the trunk, take the trunk apart and everything, and I don't feel like messing with it right now. So anyways, we can get the rest of this. Okay, shifter is in, as you can see. I haven't drove it yet. Waiting to get the car cleaned, and I'll take her for a drive. I washed her up, and now all I gotta do is clean the inside, vacuum her, and then I'm gonna take her for a ride, see how it shifts. Okay, we'll get back to you. Okay, we're rolling down the road here. I don't know how the heck I'm gonna hold the camera, steer the car, and shift it at the same time. But we'll give her a try. Anyways, so far, first shift with it, you know, pulling out of the house there, very, very much different. I can feel the detents in it. I can feel the shifter going into gear, and you know, no problems. Well, let's see what happens here. It's nice and smooth in the second, nice and smooth in the third, nice and smooth in the fourth. We're up in the fifth. I don't know if we'll be able to get going fast enough to get in the sixth here. Well, there's sixth gear right there. You can feel the gears way, way much better with this shifter than with the factory shifter. Like I said, that factory shifter was nothing but junk. But I like this so far. This is just pulling out of the house, I like it. There's a downshift there. Upshift again. Coming up to another light here. I don't want to make this too long. Oh, of course, the guy's got to pull in front of me when I wanted to go through the gears a little bit. Downshifting, she feels pretty good. I had a real hard time sometimes downshifting with the other one. And upshifting too. Sometimes you go from second to fifth instead of second to third. You know, so on and so forth. Okay, we're at the light here. Should be first gear right there. Hope I'm getting this, but I can't watch everything. Definitely, I like it. Definitely much better. We'll be back with a wrap up in a few. Bye. Okay, I hope I'm aiming this camera the right way here. Well, here's my assessment. It said 2 hours to install. It took me about 2.5. That was my own fault. The bracket that goes up underneath the transmission shifter bracket with that bushing in it, what it does is it holds the back of the shifter up in the air, and that bushing is what holds the back of the transmission. Well, I went to put it in, and of course, put it in backwards the first time. So when I realized it was going together backwards, I had to take it all back apart and flip it around the other way. Of course, I had to go put some more grease on it because it fits over the back of the transmission, or the back of the shifter. So you got to have grease on the rubber in order to get it on there because it's a tight fit, and it's got a little ridge on the part that it fits over that holds it in place. So that was the first thing that I messed up on. Other than that, it was easy, not too bad. I was afraid I was going to break plastic, but I didn't. It came apart the way it said it would. I know when I did my headlights, it didn't come apart the way they said it was, and a couple of the clips I broke on my front end, I had to replace them. But anyways, I like the shifter. It shifts real nice and smooth. You can feel the gears when you go in and out of them. It's not sloppy like the other one was, and the other one you couldn't tell what gear you were in. I don't think I'll have a problem with the reverse toning because you have to really push over enough to get it in the reverse, so I'm not really too concerned with that. But I'll probably end up putting that idiot light in when I have time. It might be over winter time or something, because I'm going to have to run the wire back to the trunk to where the reverse lights are. And that's about it. I would recommend it. I got it on eBay for like 236 bucks. They're like $250, $260 on American Muscle. They retail for like around $280, $290. I think it's $289. I think is the retail price. It's a Hurst Billet shifter for the M82 late model Mustang V6 and GT transmission is what it is. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.